Hey everybody, it's Will. Welcome to Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society. Hey everybody, welcome to the first episode of Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society. Very exciting for me. Huge fan of Hong Kong cinema. And for our first episode, I wanted to do something special, as we did with the vinyl. If you watch Vinyl Appreciation Society, you know we started off with the Smashing Pumpkins bootleg. I'm a huge Smashing Pumpkins fan. That was very fun for me. So today we have the movie that made me fall in love with Asian cinema. I saw this when I was 15 or 16 years old. It is Wong Kar-wai's Fallen Angels. It was released in Hong Kong in 1995, and then I think it didn't come out in the U.S. until 1998. I had a great video store that I used to go to when I was in high school that was called Waterfront Video. It's in Middlebury, Vermont. And they had this movie on VHS. I saw the cover. I was like, that looks pretty cool. Let me check that out. I don't think I've ever seen a film from Hong Kong before. And falling in love with this movie is what got me into not just East Asian cinema, because I love Japanese cinema, South Korean cinema. I've seen movies from Taiwan, Thailand, Indonesia, but also foreign cinema in general, because I fell in love with the idea of when you watch this film, you get to spend 100 minutes in Hong Kong, and it's like entering a different world and being in a different space and meeting new people, and I just loved that feeling, and this is really the movie that kicked all of that off for me. So we're busting it out here for our first show. This was originally written as one of the interwoven overlapping stories in Chungking Express, which I have here, which is another Wong Kar-wai film that was released in 1994, so just a year before this. And they're kind of companion pieces because they were filmed in similar locations around the same time, and they have a very similar aesthetic. They were both shot by Christopher Doyle, who's a very well-known director of photography who works a lot with Wong Kar-wai. And this is the Kino video, or Kino International DVD release. This is from 2010, and this is actually out of print now. So when I got this, I think it was pretty easy to find. I think I bought it in like a store, and it was like $15 or something. Right now on eBay, it's going for like $50 to even $130 in some instances. So this is kind of hard to find. So I thought that would be exciting. It'd be fun to bring in and check it out. There's the front cover, the back cover, and this is definitely different from the VHS that I actually originally rented. Had this on the cover, and they were clearly trying to sell, in the wake of the success of John Woo, the Asian men with guns pointed at the camera thing. I think Sonantine, the Takeshi Kitano film, had a very, very similar cover, obviously trading on the John Woo film, even though that's a Japanese movie. And here we have the inside cover. Here's the disc. Funnily enough, actually, so this is just like the standard Rolling Thunder Pictures DVD release of Chungking Express. And this movie is, I guess, also out of print. And this was Rolling Thunder was a distribution company that Tarantino started under Miramax back in the 90s. And I got this for like $3 used. And it's going for like $100 now online, which blows my mind. But I think there's an international Blu-ray release of this that you can get for $30 to $40. So we'll be doing a different show on Chungking Express because this is a big movie and we're going to go into detail on it. But I just wanted to show it here because it's related to this film. And so that's basically that. If you have any questions about these films, we've been having some success in our other show, Vinyl Appreciation Society, with people leaving comments or sending us an email. And then we can do a supplemental video where we answer all your questions. But for now, that's about all we have to say about this. This is a very great film. Wong Kar-wai makes really romantic movies. They're very saturated in neons. His director of photography uses very, very wide lenses, so they have a very unique look. Actually, part of that, there's an interview on this Blu-ray with Christopher Doyle, who is the cinematographer, and he talks about how some of the locations were so small that they were forced to use super wide lenses to get everything in the frame. And there's actually one shot where the lens is so wide that the actor's nose starts to curve at the edge. And it gives this kind of trippy, like, surreal, psychedelic effect. But Wong Kar-wai and Christopher Doyle loved that look so much that they started using it a lot. And this film is about, there's a hitman, and he wants to get out of the game, and there's various other overlapping stories. And as in all Wong Kar-wai films, there's a lot of romantic yearning and longing. And I actually met Wong Kar-wai at some point. It was maybe 3 or 4 years ago at an award screening of The Grand Master, which is a martial arts film he put out. And maybe we'll throw a little picture of that in the video so you can check that out. But very exciting. It's a great movie. Check it out. Wong Kar-wai's Fallen Angels is the Kino International 2010 out-of-print Blu-ray release.
Steiter Satz Mike Familam Namu Eisenam Ginawa Fenorama Nufi Suniti Patans and Notiafi Ohirakawa no Fun Mok Timanu